ship.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night. What? As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back. Right. Nobody knows.
This the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. What? For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any emotion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man, right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man, right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed, right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle, right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.
Book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Revelation.
Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon.
Right, these are other Israelites and Jews. Read.
That was called nigger.
That was what?
That was called nigger.
So you got a race of people, the Jews and Israelites getting sold off of ships to white people, and one of the names that they got called during the Roman captivity is nigger. Right. Sound real familiar. No, super familiar. That sounds kind of crazy, right? Now let's see how these Jews and these Israelites look according to the Bible. Check this out.
The book of Revelations 1 and verse 15.
Right.
And his feet like
you can go 14.
14.
And this is the description of Jesus. He's a Jew. Okay, read it.
His head and his hairs were white like
So
wool,
we had woolly texture hair, like a sheep, like an afro, like us, read.
as white as snow.
Yeah, white woolly hair, read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It's green like the grass.
As were a flame of fire.
He had reddish eyes, read.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
You can see his feet, because they had long robes on back in the day. And they didn't wear, Nikes or boots. They had sandals on.
Right.
So he's seen his feet. And he said it's like fine brass. Okay. Brass is the same color as a penny. Okay. So he had brown feet. Okay. Now if you take your socks off, they're not going to be, your feet aren't going to be orange. They're going to be the same color as your body. Can you read it?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So Christ was so dark it looked like he was burnt in the furnace. So here it is, you got the Jews and Israelites, a dark-skinned race of people, got sold off of shit to white people called niggas. Now that sounds very familiar. Super familiar. That sounds like our history, don't it?
It is our history.
It is our history.
Right.
But we reading the Bible though, about the Israelites and Jews.
Okay.
So we reading about the Israelites and Jews, and it fits our history. Wouldn't that make us the Israelites and Jews?
That tells us what we is.
Exactly. So we're the Israelites and Jews.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Makes sense to you?
Hell yeah.
That makes sense, Travis?
I mean that.
So Travis, Tavares, my bad, Tavares the Jew, Tavares the Israelite. Right. That makes sense, brother. Give me John chapter 1 and verse 51. I believe that's what I want. John chapter 1 and 51.
Book of St.
Somebody give me Genesis chapter 32 and 28.
Book of St. John chapter 1 and verse number 51.
I want an Israelite indeed. That's what I want.
Oh, this book of John chapter 1 verse 47.
Bring it out. Yep.
Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and saying of him, Behold, an Israelite indeed.
What is this, brother?
Behold, an Israelite indeed.
When I see you, I don't see a black man or an African American man, because guess what? Black. Let me see your arm. Put your hand up. What color is your hand?
That's brown to me.
That's brown, right?
Right.
So how we black?
How are we?
Right? That don't make no sense, do it? We can't be black.
Right.
And we damn sure can't be African American. That's 2 continents. And little did we know, that's actually 2 white boys.
Right.
We got Scipios Africanus and Miracle Vespucci.
That's right.
And then guess what? Before we was African American, we was colored. We was Negro.
True.
So anytime a story keep changing, what does that mean? You're trying to
they're trying to mask the truth.
Yeah, you're trying to hide something.
Trying to mask the truth.
So if our nationality always changes, they're trying to hide our true identity.
It's true. You know what I mean?
God said this. Get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Drop that. This is what God said about the Israelites. And this is why they want to keep this away from us. Check this out.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. Bring it out. For thou art an holy people.
He said you holy. That makes sense. You have to be holy. Right?
Thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
He said, I chose you, read.
to be a special people
Be special. Read.
unto himself
To him, read.
above all people,
Equality.
above all people
Above all people, read.
that are upon the face of the earth.
Who the best hooper?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it to. I don't know.
You don't know?
You know what I mean? I
Just
fuck
go
with Rose. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I fuck with Rose and Kobe.
Okay.
I fuck with Rose and Kobe. You know what I
and
mean?
Kobe.
Yeah, you know, I know Jordan up there, but I fuck with Rose and Kobe. That's
Okay.
me on everything.
So besides those two, who comes third?
Shit, obviously, you feel me? You know, motherfuckers gonna fuck with Kobe. Motherfuckers gonna fuck with LeBron.
Okay. Now what does all those people got in common? One thing.
I mean, accomplishing greatness.
What's every one of their race?
What you mean?
Who are they? Like, what's their nationality?
They great. I mean, they blacks.
so-called
They
blacks.
blacks. Yeah.
Right. How about the best musicians? Who the
Black.
best rappers?
Shit, I'm going Wayne. You feel me?
Who
Last
the
time
second best?
Second best? I mean, my favorite is Jeezy, but I mean, second best? I mean, you got put Cole or Kendrick or you know what I mean?
What they all got in common?
They black.
You see that?
Yeah.
God said we above all people.
Right.
That's how it happens. What's going on, sisters? Y'all gotta come in this conversation that we have.
Brother too.
Please join me.
And the brother too. What's going on with y'all?
We're just here.
Y'all
just here?
Y'all look at these signs. What comes to mind? Y'all got anything that comes to mind?
Like scary, bad people. I don't know, like scary, like
bad people.
things that like you shouldn't be saying.
Okay, like you, what's your race? You don't mind me
I'm
asking?
Mexican.
That's okay. Okay, on your father's side?
Both.
Both. Okay. So you say you see this and you think scary?
Like I just think like that's not okay if that makes sense. Like
Okay.
that's just not God.
Right. So what's y'all religious background?
Christian? I'm Catholic. Catholic, yeah.
Y'all both Catholic? I was raised Catholic.
Yeah.
Your last time y'all been to church? Y'all can be honest with us, you know.
My dad, he's now an atheist, so it was just like we don't go to church anymore.
Y'all don't go to church. So
But
how do you go from Catholic to atheist?
I don't know, my dad, like I grew up Catholic, I did like my communion, my confirmation, my baptism, but I think my dad he just doesn't believe in God anymore.
Okay. How about you, sister?
What was the question?
How about you? When the last time you been to church?
Last week on Saturday.
What you learn?
Basically how the Word of God uses parables that involve like foods and stuff. Like why does it...
Hold on, I'm sorry. Wait till you pass by, I apologize.
Oh, you're good. So like why does the Bible use like stuff like the parables? Why does it have like fruits and like plants and stuff like that? So like basically what the preacher said, it was like stuff takes time. Like you gotta wait for like you gotta pour it into something like right?
Yeah.
So like when you like read the Word of God, it's not gonna click that right away, but like you gotta wait for it to like.
Okay. So he's basically trying to like show you how to like understand the Bible.
Yeah, something like that.
Respect. So I'm gonna show you a verse real quick. Get Isaiah 28. Get Isaiah 28 and 9.
Bring it out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter
Hold on, where you
28,
going, sister?
and verse number 9.
This verse for you, sister. This verse for you, sister.
Book of Isaiah 28, verse 9.
Bring it out.
Whom shall he teach knowledge?
So the Lord said, who shall he teach knowledge? Read.
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
He said, whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Read.
Them that are weaned from the milk,
He said, weaned from the milk. Read.
and drawn from the breast.
Now, who is drawn from the breast and weaned from the milk?
Baby.
Babies.
Straight
So
up
those
and
who
down.
come like in the baby like stage.
Yeah.
And if you tell the baby the sky is blue, it's gonna believe you because it doesn't really know anything. So it's basically coming in a humble like spirit to learn. That's who God's gonna teach knowledge to. Keep reading.
For precept must be upon precept.
So he said precept upon precept. Read.
Precept upon precept.
Various verses. The Bible's like a puzzle. You may have something in Isaiah, you might have something in John, and they all relate to each other to tell one story. That makes sense? So that's how the Bible works. It's precept upon precept, read.
Line upon line, line upon line,
Right.
here a little and there a little.
So you gotta read here a little and there a little and put the precepts together to get that understanding. That makes sense? So that's how you better understand the parables, because all throughout the Bible you will understand the context when it uses these parables. I get Psalm chapter 111 and verse or 110 or 111 and verse 10.
The book of Psalms 111 and verse 10.
Bring it on.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So the Lord also said the fear of him, the reverence of him is the beginning of your wisdom. Read.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
So what's your opinion on that verse right there? Where it says to get a good understanding, you have to do the commandments of God.
You have to obey.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You have to obey.
Yeah, you have to do the commandments. But this is written by David, right? Psalms. This is a psalm of David. So what was the commandments that David was speaking about? What commandments did David follow to say this? He followed, well, let's get John chapter 5. We're going to get it out of Christ.
Bring it out.
John chapter 5 and 45. We're going to show you.
The book of John 5 and verse 45.
Bring it on.
Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses.
Even who?
Even Moses.
Even Moses, read.
And whom ye trust.
Keep reading.
For had ye believed Moses,
If you believe Moses,
ye would have believed me.
so if you believe Moses, you will believe Christ.
Right.
So the commandments that you got to keep to get a good understanding are the laws that was given to the Israelites by Moses.
Right.
Those different commandments you read in Leviticus and Exodus and Deuteronomy. And then you got to get precept upon precept. So I bring that out to ask, give me 2 commandments outside the 10 that your pastor taught you.
Obey your parents.
That's in the 10.
It's in the 10.
Oh wait, right?
Outside of the 10 commandments, yeah.
Like thou shalt not lie. Like that's the 10. Yeah. I only know the 10.
So notice that. How can he give you real understanding of the Bible if he's not bringing out the commandments? Right. You see where I'm getting at with this, sister? The fact that the pastor isn't showing you different commandments outside of the 10 and going into the laws and getting the precepts shows that he might not have the full understanding of the Bible, to be honest. Like the Bible, who is the Bible written to? Yeah, who's the Bible? Like, who is it about?
Alright.
When you read Kings, Esther, Ezra, Isaiah,
Us.
they're the brother. And who are us?
Yeah, the people. I don't know.
You forgot?
Yeah.
Israelites, right?
Yes, sir.
It was Israelites.
Yes, sir.
The Bible is written to the Israelites, and we just proved to the brother who's the Israelites. Us.
Right.
And we proved that because we show how the Israelites went to slavery on ships.
Right.
They were sold to white people. Right. And Christ, an Israelite, did y'all know that he's a dark-skinned man with an afro? Did y'all hear that before? You knew that? How about you, sister? You never heard that? Let's show her. Let's show the sister.
Bring it out, bring it out.
So now we got to show the sister. So hold on. So you've been to church and the pastor never showed you what Christ looked like? Isn't Christ the greatest man that walked the earth?
Right.
Wouldn't it behoove us to know how he looked? If somebody died for me, I want to know his shoe size. I want to know what he smelled like. I kind of want to know what he used to wear. What's his favorite? I want to know his favorite color because he died for me. So let's read his description to see how he actually looks. Not out of our mouth, but out the Bible. Go read Revelation 1 and 1. Check this out.
Revelations 1 and 1.
Bring it out.
Revelation of Jesus Christ.
This is the revealing of Jesus Christ. Jump to verse 13. Check this out.
Verse 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
Do y'all know the Son of Man is just another title for Jesus? Y'all know that, right? So he's looking at the Son of Man.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Bring it up.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
He had a similar garment like this, but his was all the way down to the foot. Can you read it?
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a solid gold belt on too. So he was kind of fly. He had a solid gold belt on. Can you read it?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So he had woolly texture hair. Like a sheep. Like the brother right here with the camera, he got woolly hair, right? Like a sheep. That's what Christ had. Can you read it?
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
So his feet was like a penny. Because your feet gonna be the same color as the rest of your body. Your feet aren't green. They're the same color as your face and your arms and everything else. Because that's his skin complexion. So Christ's feet was actually the color of brass, a penny. So he had brown feet. Can you read it?
As if they burned in a furnace.
So he was so dark John described his feet as looking like they was burnt in a furnace. Right. So Christ is a dark-skinned man with an afro. Right. Now she said she heard that before, but you didn't. But how you feel about that verse?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? But how you feel about it? How does that make you feel? The Son of God is our people. He looks just like us. How does that make you feel, sister?
Happy.
Make you feel happy. All praise to the Most High. Y'all ready to go? Well, we got a flyer for y'all sisters. We got a flyer for y'all sisters.
Oh.
We got a flyer for y'all sisters. All praise. Right, y'all sisters be safe out here. Right, y'all Israelites. Take care. Look into that information.
Thank you.
All right, big bro, you got any questions?
Hell no, I already feel y'all. I already feel y'all.
All right, well, brother, you know you gotta keep order though, big bro. Right. Gotta keep order, big bro. Hey, what's going on, brother? Brother, with the you got the black in his ear. What's going on with you, big bro? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling? Check us out. Talk to him. You good?
Not this bitch.
All right. Well, you an Israelite, Lord willing. How about you? You got any questions, bro? You ain't got any questions, bro? You outie? Yeah. All right, all praise to the Most High. Right, that's why we out here, to wake up the lost tribes of Israel. Give me Jeremiah chapter 38 and verse 20. And give me 1 Kings chapter 22, I believe 14.
Jeremiah 38 and verse 20.
Bring it on.
And it reads thus, but Jeremiah said, they shall not deliver thee. Obey, I beseech thee, the voice of the Lord.
Jeremiah said, obey the voice of the Lord. Can you read it?
Which I speak unto thee.
Which I what?
Which I speak unto thee.
So we're speaking the voice of the Lord. We're literally the voice box of the Most High. We're taking the words that he wrote millennia and centuries ago and bringing them forth on the earth. That's how the Lord shows his power. He says these things prior to it happening. What's going on, sister? How you feeling? Come talk to us real quick, sister. Real quick. What's your name? You said who?
Connie.
Connie? How you feeling, Connie?
Tired.
You feeling tired? Was you just left work or something? I'm sorry, what was that?
City. That's why I'm tired.
Okay. What's your religious views, Connie?
Well, I don't claim no denomination.
Okay, but you are a Christian?
Nope.
You're not Christian?
That's the denomination.
Well, Christianity has multiple denominations in it. Like you got 9 denomination Christians. So you do believe in God though, right?
I do.
How about the Bible? How you feel about the Bible?
I feel like in certain parts that's true, certain parts that's maybe added.
Okay. Can you speak to some of the true parts? Like name me like what you feel is true in the Bible?
I feel like all of us came from a creator that is not from here.
Okay.
Because you see, I had open heart surgery, and they couldn't give me back my real heart. No technology, no money can give me back what's real. So there's something over everybody here that made us.
Okay.
I do believe in that.
Okay. So
but I don't think he's white. No.
Okay.
I don't think he's black. But I do think he had color.
Okay.
The one that was walking here.
Okay, I respect that. So what are some things that's not true about the Bible?
You talking about what they teach or what we read? So what
I'm saying that's like not what's being taught, but like the black and white text. So you say there's some things that you feel...
I mean, I don't think that a Most High would have division. I don't think a Most High would create division. I don't think a Most High would create anything that keeps anyone separate. I don't believe in that.
Okay. So throughout history, right? Isn't mankind always like divided amongst themselves for the most part throughout history?
From indoctrination, yes.
I think even before indoctrination, though, man just automatically cleaves onto their own people. That's usually how it goes. Even in the animal kingdom, you don't see too many falcons hanging with hawks. Right. The hawks are with the hawks, the falcons are with the falcons. Right. The Lord, even in creation, you can see it's always a separate thing. You got the sun, it's separate from the moon. You see what I'm saying? So even throughout the creation, you see the Lord always creates 1 and 2 things. Give me the book of Sirach. I believe I want Sirach what's that? I think the 33rd chapter.
So what you're saying is you think that everybody should be separate?
Well, I'm just going off whatever the Bible says.
Right. But I'm just saying, I'm asking you though.
Real
you
quick.
Think everybody should be separate?
Yeah, I want to show you something real quick. We're going to get verse 10. Just check this out real quick.
Sirach 33 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
And all men are from the ground.
Even when you look into all the elements within our body, it all comes from the earth.
I believe it.
Right, can you read it?
And Adam was created of earth.
And Adam was created of earth. The man who married Eve, Adam. Can you read it?
In much knowledge, the Lord had divided them.
Yeah, did what?
Divided them.
So the Lord said in his knowledge, he divided man.
Okay.
Can you read it?
And made their ways diverse.
He made their ways diverse.
Right.
Okay.
Are you the same as the Chinese woman? Do y'all have the same? Do y'all look the same? Do y'all have the same spirit?
No,
honestly.
so I'm not saying that I don't believe everyone's created different and everyone has their own journey and everyone has their own thing to do here. I believe in that. I don't believe in if I say, well, I want to lay hands. I believe I should have the right to do that because I was made diverse, right? If I want to be an Israelite, I have the right to do that because I was made diverse, right? And if I want to be whatever I want to be since I was made diverse, I don't see anyone trying to force me to be something that I was made to be, which is diverse, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I don't believe in this word. I'm saying I don't believe in the ego of an individual who believes in what they believe in, trying to force anything on anyone because we was made diverse, right?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So that's all I'm saying. Like, I do believe in the diversity.
Okay.
I don't believe in the force of the diversity because we have free will and an equal right to believe in whatever I want to believe in. I shouldn't be cast down. I shouldn't have nothing thrown at me because of my beliefs. Leave me alone. Like I'm gonna leave you alone. You go your way on your journey. I go my way on my journey. I take what I want to from this word. I apply it to me. And I'm never going to force anything on you because I don't believe that a Most High God would force anything. I believe that a Most High God would want me to be a light, not the light, a light, so I can inspire you.
That's right, sister.
That's what I really believe in. Like, not to take away nothing from you or anyone.
Can I ask you something though, real quick? Do you know what an Israelite is by definition?
By definition,
can someone look up Israelite
look
on
it
Google?
up because
We just
like,
gonna show you real quick.
I don't really look at definitions because you can be a certain type of Israelite that respect women, and then he may be a certain type of Israelite that disrespect women.
I just want to show you something real quick.
You may be an Israelite that respects women and children, and you may disrespect them. So the definition is not going to matter.
Real quick, sister. This is a Merriam-Webster dictionary, Israelite. Bring it up.
Right, this is the definition Israelite. It says a descendant of the Hebrew patriarch Jacob.
So the Israelite, because you had said if somebody believes something, that'll make them an Israelite.
No.
Right? Because you said if I believe I'm an Israelite.
I said you should believe in whatever you choose to.
But real quick, this is how I'm explaining why I brought this out. I'm going to explain why I brought this out real quick. So Israelite is just a son of Jacob. So you could be an atheist.
Right.
You could be a Buddhist worshiper.
Right.
You could be a repentant Jew. You could be a Christian. You're an Israelite by nation and bloodline. I just had to clarify that.
I get it.
And what we're bringing out this point in this Bible verse is we're going to keep reading to show the Lord made multiple nations. And they each have their own purpose as a nation, not even just individuals.
Yeah.
We're going to bring this out for you. So keep reading where we left off.
Sirach 33 and verse 12. Some of them have he blessed and exalted.
So the Lord, he divided the nations, made certain people diverse. And some of the nations he blessed and exalted.
I believe.
Keep reading.
And some of them have he sanctified and set near to himself.
Some nations he sanctified and set near unto himself. Give me 2nd Esdras, chapter 6 and 54.
Bring it out.
But some of them have he cursed.
What the Lord say?
But some of them have he cursed.
The Lord says some of the nations he cursed. That's why they might burn in the sun. That's why they might not have as much athletic ability as somebody else. Because certain nations aren't blessed with that certain spirit on it. The Lord just made them that way. Keep reading.
Can I say something after you read?
Yeah, we're going to keep reading this.
And brought low and turned out of their places as the clay in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure. So man is in the hand of him that made him.
So the Lord says, just like clay, you know, a potter, he makes clay out of anything. That's how man is in the Lord's eyes. The Lord has formed man for his own purpose.
Can I say one thing before I leave?
Real quick, so I'm gonna just finish this up.
To render to them as liketh him best.
As liketh them best. So that's pretty much what I was bringing that out for, to show you that the Lord actually created certain nations to be blessed and exalted, and other ones to be cursed. And I just got one more, and I'm gonna let you speak, because I wanted to read this too, because this goes hand in hand with this verse. I bring this up.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54.
Get out.
And after these, Adam also,
Going back into Adam, because this is referring back to the creation. Read.
whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
We all definitely come out of Adam. Because Adam had Noah, which had the 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth, which got us all here on the earth. So everyone comes out of Adam's loins, right?
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So he made a separation there. Yet again, he said he got everyone else and then the people that the Lord chose. Keep reading.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
He said he made the and this is Ezra, he's a Jew, he's an Israelite. He's saying you made the world for our sakes, read.
As for the other people,
As for everyone else, read.
which also come of Adam,
Brothers, do we agree that everyone comes out of Adam?
God!
Yeah, we all agree that. Everyone comes out of Adam. What the Lord say about it?
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
What did God say?
Thou hast said that they are nothing.
You know, just to preface this, we didn't write this. We didn't come up with this on our own. We just kind of opened up the Bible, started reading, putting some things together. And this is what we read, and we just believe the text. Keep reading.
But be like unto spittle, it has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So if you got a big bucket and a drop of water fall out, that's how he likened the abundance of all the nations. Now again, we didn't write that, we didn't make that up. That's just what it says. And again, we're not out here convincing people or forcing anything on anybody. We're just giving people knowledge.
Right.
And people can take the knowledge, do as thou wilt with it. That's pretty much what we out here doing. We're just having conversations with our people and just trying to enlighten them about certain scriptures they may not have heard getting raised up in a Christian church. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much what we out here doing. But you go ahead, you got the floor, sister.
So I'm like 52 years old, and I watched.
Yeah, all praises. That's beautiful.
I watched the Israelite movement for a long time, and I always wanted to know what it was about, right?
Okay.
But every time, like I normally do it online. This is my first time ever getting to be in the presence of all this.
Can I ask, how you feel about this? All these young men not robbing, killing,
I'm about to tell you.
stealing,
I'm about to tell you.
and we out here teaching people the Bible.
I'm about to give you some flowers if you let me.
Okay.
So I always respected this, and I always respected the religion part about it. I respect the studying part about it. And I respect the fact that y'all are trying to change and be what a man's supposed to be and what he looks like and how he walks and all that. I respect everything that you said. I don't knock nothing that you said. And what really kind of threw me off is when I seen the Israelite man that wasn't like this. I seen the Israelite man that was going so hard on women. And I seen the Israelite man that was disrespecting themselves. And I seen the Israelite man that wasn't walking what they were talking. And it kind of made me feel like, well, dang, you know, how can you be a light? How can you be a light if I don't see nothing but darkness?
Wow.
How can I want to come to you when you're sitting up doing everything that you said not to do?
Wow.
And so I got pushed away from the Israelites because of the aggression of the Israelite. Not knocking them. I didn't like do anything about it. I just like, well, you know what? I'm not going to try to figure this out and say anything to them because they were so aggressive towards me who only wanted to know what it was that you were doing. I want to know how you got to where you are, what led you there, and what is it?
Wow.
That's all I want to know.
And they just started turning up, huh?
Well, now, you know, it's just like, I guess, I don't know, I felt like a woman couldn't speak. And so I left it alone. But I appreciate all of y'all for letting me in on this journey. I appreciate y'all for talking to me and sharing with me and everything that you read. Trust me, I read and I read all the time.
All praise.
And this is what I do. And I have personally
read this verse for you too.
I'm gonna listen, but I do gotta go. But I personally, I'm on a different like little thing that's what's going on here.
Okay.
And I love it. I appreciate it. I don't knock it, but I did get turned away because we had some people that didn't have that kind spirit that you have.
Okay.
And they didn't have that teacher mentality and leadership mentality.
Right.
And they did not want to to let nobody be God, not even the Most High, because they love being in a spotlight where they're yelling at everyone, not teaching anyone anything. You think I'm gonna listen to you if you're yelling at me? No, I'm not. Why would I? Why would I? If you want doing all that, that's not how God told you to even come. So why are you even being so reckless? So that in itself would draw anybody away who you're trying to reach and try to get him in. They're not gonna want to hear him read. They're not gonna hear that.
I agree with that 1,000%.
Because they've been mishandled before they even got to step up on the scene to see.
But what I will want to say is, you know, a lot of the times, our elders, when they first learned this knowledge, they was like real zealous back in the day, and a lot of people just kind of emulate that. And we, you know, we trying to change that image. We're not trying to come. We're not trying to be out here yelling and
scare people away.
Yeah, we're not trying to do that anymore. We're trying to change the image and just have conversations with our people.
And I'm 52, and I never got to get to an Israelite because of it. Think about it. Yeah. It's 2024, y'all. I'm just now getting what I asked the Most High for. Y'all understand what I'm telling y'all? And I didn't force the issue. You know, if I come somewhere where I'm not wanted, I'm out. I don't care who you are. But this is my first time getting to be in the presence and getting to speak to someone who's really being like a person to me and a human.
And now that we got your attention,
I appreciate that.
I do want, before you leave, we can drop those verses. Because you say you asked them, how did you come to this belief?
Well, you know, I wanted to know what it was, and you know, they would always like, oh, if you don't know, type, you know, well.
Okay, so if you would let us, if you would give us a chance, just 5 more minutes, can we show you
what
how?
Time is it?
Yeah, just 5 minutes, and we'll show you how we came to this belief.
I mean, I want to know.
Okay, we'll show you. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. All praise.
They want to know.
28 and 15. Matter of fact, start at 29 and 1. We go just make it nice and quick for you. We go ask you a couple questions. Make sure you're following us. So we make sure I'm listening to you and you make sure you follow.
Remember, I'm a 1972 version.
Okay, we got Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Check this, or 29 and 1. Check this out.
Deuteronomy 29 and 1. These are the words of the covenant.
These are the words of the contract. Who you got your phone service through? Cricket, right? So you got a contract with Cricket. You don't pay the bill, we cut your service, you pay it, we keep it on.
Everything here's a contract.
Exactly.
Everything.
So this is a contract that we're talking about, right?
Which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
So the Lord made a contract through Moses with the Israelites. So you following me on that. So we finna read the words of the contract. Because just like any contract, it's stipulations for breaking the contract.
That's right.
So we go to verse 15 in Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass.
It shall come to pass, meaning it will happen. Get Judges 3 and 8. It will happen in the future. Talking to the group of Israelites. This is after let my people go, death of the firstborn, splitting the sea. This is after that. So now they're in the wilderness and Moses is saying, look, if we keep the commandments, we'll be blessed. But Israelites don't keep the commandments, this is what's going to happen. Just so you follow. That makes sense? Got any questions about that so far? Okay, bring it up.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
you don't listen to God,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
The Lord said curses are going to overcome the Israelites for not listening to God. Now check this out. I want you to look at this sign. Can you fix this sign for me? Does this look like curses to you? Does this look like curses getting lynched and people taking pictures? Emmett Till, the lady, what's her name? Sonya Macy getting shot in the face. Or do those look like curses to you? That's the curses. The Lord said he would curse the Israelites for not listening to him. And we go read some of these curses and see who they actually fit. Let's go to verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee.
The curses is the day. They shall be upon thee
for a sign.
For a sign. Right. If you want to go to the district tab, I have to look and find a sign to identify where I'm going, correct? So these curses identify the Israelites, read.
And for a wonder and upon thy seed forever.
So the curses not only are going to be upon these Israelites he's talking to, but their seed line. You ever heard they say a generational curses? Why is that a saying amongst the black community? Because we literally under generational curses.
Right.
And God gave us these curses so we can identify ourselves. That's why I said it's going to be a wonder. That's a miracle. So go to verse 54. Check out this one. And I like that you said that. You said those brothers got hostile with you for being a woman, right? You feel like they talk down on a black woman.
Maybe they didn't want me to talk because I was one.
Okay, check this out.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
So one thing the Israelite man will have is an evil eye towards the other Israelite man. Now what does that sound like, sister? Having an evil eye towards your own brothers. When have you seen this many so-called young black men together in unison, in order, and not out here trying to rob and kill and fight one another? You don't see that.
I have, and I do a lot because I'm always into something, trying to help somebody. But I got a question for you.
Yes.
Where do you say the kingdom of God is?
Well, we answer that. We just want to deal with this first.
Oh.
Yeah, we gonna answer all questions, but we gotta finish this out.
I just want to know. I'm curious.
Yeah, we gonna read it. We gonna read it out the Bible, but we just gonna deal with one point at a time. We still identifying these curses. So this one curse is the Israelite man will have an evil eye towards the other Israelite man, and we know that's prevalent in our community. Black on black crime. That's a thing for a reason. Even when you listen to the rap music. I know you said you were 52. You know, the music from back in the day ain't the same as today. All they talk about is smoking this guy, killing this one.
Right.
And they 13, 14 talking about killing one another.
Right.
But you don't see that in the East Indian community or the Arab community. And you don't even see it in the white community.
Right.
You only see it with our people. Why is that? Because the Lord cursed us to hate one another. Keep reading.
And towards the wife of his bosom.
Not only do the so-called black man hate his brothers, he hate his own women too. Same with the rap music. How do they treat them? When you watch these movies, these movies, Belly and all these movies, how they treat the women in those movies. Players Club. How they treat the women. Do we treat our women the best as black men as a whole? Be honest. We don't. Baby mama drama, domestic violence, hitting it and quitting. Not to be vulgar, but I mean that's what our people do. And they contemplate on this, and they say, I'm a hit shorty, bro, and then I'm a pass her to you, bruh. And then they like, go ahead, and they shake fives on it.
Where they get it from?
They get it from entertainment, music, Satan, rap music, and all this madness that's put out there, right? And the curse is awesome that God put on them. He read it.
And towards the remnant of his children.
Not only do you hate your own brothers, which is essentially hating yourself, you hate your women. Now they saying you got an evil eye towards your own kids. Let's see how the black man does his kids, read.
Which he shall lead.
Hold on, read that again.
Which he shall lead.
Now you got a bunch of brothers out here who grew up with their father in their house. Everybody raise their hands. Why didn't most hands go up? Hold on, let's reverse it. We was all East Indians. Do you think most hands would have went up?
I can't say.
Well, they would have, sister. If we was a bunch of white boys, everybody hand damn near would have went up. Because guess what? If you in a white school and you don't grow up with your father, they got you in counseling. They're like, what's going on with Billy? He doesn't have a father in the home. His parents got a divorce.
See that?
And he's 14. We got to put him in counseling. But in our community, that's normal. It's actually abnormal for you to grow up with your father. That movie, Boys in the Hood. He grew up with a father. Everybody else in the movie didn't.
Y'all do know the communities in the country is different from y'all, and so that's why I can't just like voice my opinion on what he's saying, because I know a lot of white people grew up without their father.
No, we understand.
Blacks, white.
Real quick, sister.
I'm from Kentucky, okay?
Real quick, sister.
So it's a little different than how y'all was growing up in the city. I just want y'all to know that.
No, we understand that,
Way
sister.
different, not the same.
Real quick, since we understand that. We talking about statistically speaking and on a mass level. Of course you got Eminem grew up without his dad. He a white boy.
A lot of people.
But we're not saying no white person ever grew up without a dad, but we saying the proof in the pudding of that's more normal it's normal in our community. 80% of our babies are born out of wedlock, single. That's insane. That's an epidemic. That's like crazy. That's not in any other community. You see what I'm saying? Not to say it's not a white person whose dad didn't go to jail or he got shot. Like, we understand that, but who is it more prevalent in? Our community. Because we talking about it as a nation. And that's why we reading these curses. Because as a nation, our people fit that curse. You see what I'm saying, sister? Our nation fit that curse. It's hating our women, hating our brothers, and leaving our children. How about slavery? Who went through slavery and went on slave ships and got sold and still in the land of their slavery to this day? That only happened to our people. The East Indian got his own land. The Arabs got his own land.
The
The whites got
Indians
his
had
own
slaves
land.
as well.
We understand that, but what I'm saying
So
is,
I don't know.
you had black people with slaves. But what I'm saying is, outside of that, I'm saying, how did our nation as a whole come to America? Check it out. We got a picture for you. This might strike your memory up.
Right.
Come take this picture out.
I seen it. I saw this before.
You see what this is?
I saw that.
This is a cargo slave ship.
I don't necessarily maybe believe in that.
You don't believe we can't? How did we get here then, sister?
How do I know that they even brought me anywhere? How do I know I wasn't
Look up
born here?
the Clotilda.
How do I know all those pyramids that's over here?
Look up the Clotilda.
Why are there pyramids here? Why?
The Mayans built them.
Well, how do I know? How do I know that I was brought here?
The Mayans
If they
built them.
lied to me about one thing, they're gonna lie to me about a lot of things. That's all I'm saying. I gotta go because I can catch my bus, y'all.
You gotta catch your bus?
I got to. That's what
What's
I'm.
your name, sister?
Connie.
Oh yeah, Connie. Yeah, we gonna pray for Connie, right? We appreciate you spending your time with us,
I'm gonna
sister.
say one more thing, and I just want to know. I just want to hear you say it, and I ain't trying to cut you off. I really appreciate you.
All praise to the
And
Most
I
High.
respect every last person.
All praise.
Last summer, I had this conversation with an Israelite,
Yeah.
really nice person, and he told me that I'm not allowed to speak to white people if I live beside them. And Israelites don't deal with white and black people. And they don't, he told me, I said, ain't no way. Show me this in the Bible. I want you to show me in the Bible where if I got a white neighbor, I can't talk to him.
We gonna show you
Or
something,
if I'm
sister.
supposed to hate them.
We gonna show you
because they're
something,
white.
sister.
I would love to see that.
We
I would
go.
love
They
to
said
see
Romans
that.
12.
You know what I mean? That's why I don't agree with certain stuff. Don't get to making it up. You know what I mean? Yeah, why would you tell me that I'm not allowed to be cool with a person because of their skin?
Yeah, there it is. Here, check this out, sister.
Let me see.
Check this out.
It's the book of Romans chapter 12 and verse number 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men.
What God say?
Live peaceably with all men.
That's what I thought.
So you're supposed to live peaceably with all men. But does that mean you're supposed to trust your enemies? No. But are we running around saying let's just clock white people over the head with a baseball bat, or you can't say hey to your white coworker? No, that's not what it's saying. That's being simple. You know what I mean? You gotta live peaceably with all men at the end of the day.
I know that.
But you know, as far as hating them for skin color, we never said we hate people for their skin color. But the Lord, like we read earlier, is dealing with seed lines and nations of people. Like Bob Marley would be considered an Edomite because his father is an Edomite, a so-called white man. So it's not about skin color. Because Africans are Hamites. They had us in slavery too.
Okay.
And we consider them our enemies as well. But does that mean we go bear arms and just start attacking the nations right now? No. That's not what it's about. So that's just kind of being overzealous and simple for somebody to say something like that.
It's so sad, y'all. It's so sad that there's not a lot of people like y'all telling the truth, you know, and then going to the Bible and showing me. They just talking, and they make y'all look bad. And like I said, I'm 52, and I was young looking at the Israelites. I never dealt with them because I always ran into that, and I felt like it wasn't a place for a woman. And thank
It's
y'all
definitely a place for a woman.
Thank you for showing me.
We got beautiful wives and children.
Thank you for showing me that it is, y'all.
Let's clap it up for Connie, man. Let's clap it up for the sister.
Y'all can pray. Y'all can pray.
No, we ain't gonna pray that. We gonna throw you in the group chat and pray in private. Each brother, it's about 40 brothers. We gonna all pray
But
for
see,
you.
you learn something else. You know, I learned something else because I was like, okay, pray for me. What you gonna do? I need to know. You know what I mean?
We gonna
I don't
face
want
the
just
east.
anyone praying for me. I don't want just anyone sending out anything.
Oh, we
for
gonna
me.
pray that the
I
Lord
wanted to know.
we gonna put the spirit. We gonna pray that the Lord put the spirit on you to come out, because these brothers be out here every Friday, or y'all be out here every Saturday?
Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, they be out here every Friday and Saturday. That the Lord put the spirit in you to keep coming out and learning, so you can learn about your heritage and culture as an Israelite.
Maybe I can catch y'all. I'm going to Kentucky. So
All praise. Yeah, get a flyer, sister. Take a flyer, sister. Take a flyer, sister. All praise. You have a better one, sister.
I think that was really dope too.
All praise to the Most High. Right? Yeah, clap it up for the sister. All praise. What's going on, big bro? How you feeling? How you feeling? Come here, big bro.
Come on, big bro.
Real quick, come talk to me, bro.
Look at this song real quick. Look at this song.
Oh, here you go. We're crying. All right, we ain't dealing with spirits. We don't have time for scoffers. Oh, hey, you got a demon on him? Esau got a demon on him.
666 of them.
Hey, it's demon, man. Yeah, like the brother said, the curse is getting reversed through the spirit. And also called white people gotta go to slavery according to Right, but nonetheless, like I was saying earlier, we the voice of the Lord.
Look at the shoes.
We coming out here speaking thus saith the Lord. Give me first Kings chapter 22, 14. I still wanted that. Like we read, Jeremiah, he's the voice of the Lord.
This First Kings,
Check this out.
chapter 22 and verse number 14.
Bring it out.
And it reads thus: And Micaiah said, As the Lord liveth, what the Lord saith unto me, that will I speak.
Whatever the Lord put on our spirit, that's what we go speak.
Right.
We go read what's written, and we not go deter from it. Because at the end of the day, that's all we got is this truth.
Right.
And I want to ask any brother, raise your hand if when you was 5 years old, you knew you would be teaching the word in the truth, and you knew you would be keeping the commandments. Did any brother know that? Of course not. Give me Proverbs 19 and 21. Give me Proverbs 19 and 21.
Proverbs 19 and verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart.
There are many devices in the man's heart. You have brothers wanted to be rappers.
Right.
Brothers wanted to be ball players. Brothers wanted to, I don't know, own a strip club. Brothers wanted to be a fake thug. Brothers wanted to do all kind of madness. But the Lord said this, read.
Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord shall stand.
The counsel of the Lord is what shall stand. We didn't choose to be in the truth. I didn't choose this life. The Lord chose us, and that's why we gotta praise the Most High for that. Because He could have left us bugged out in the world. He could have tossed us off to the side and left us finished. But the Lord put His Spirit on us to give us that grace. Give me 1 Timothy chapter 1. I believe. I like verse 9, I believe.
1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse number 9.
In fact, get Galatians chapter 1. The verse like 26 or 27.
Galatians
like the last
chapter 1
verse.
and verse number 21.
21.
Verse 21. Afterwards, I came into the regions of Syria and Cilicia, and was unknown by face unto the churches of Judea, which were in Hamashiach. But they had heard only that he which persecuted us in times past now preacheth the faith which once he destroyed.
See that? So they said they didn't even know Paul's face. They just heard about him. And he had a bad reputation. They said that man that was persecuting the saints, all they know is he turned to the truth now. So that man who was smoking weed, now he in the truth now. He wearing fringes. That man, he was on Instagram. He was trying at the party with Eve against the wall doing this.
See that?
That same man, now he out there teaching.
Right?
That same man who was popping perks and rapping wicked rap lyrics, it's now damn popping open the scriptures, man. Let's get deep into it.
The precepts.
And that's how you know this is a miracle.
Right.
God knows where we'd be at if we wasn't in this truth. Bring it up.
And they glorified Yahweh.
They did what?
And they glorified Yahweh.
They did what?
And they glorified Yahweh.
You gotta glorify Yahweh for that, man. But you gotta clap it up for the Most High. Right. We in this truth, man. The Lord separated us from the world. The Lord took us out of the world and gave us the truth. Give me Acts, the 9th chapter. Going into Ananias. He was trying to get on Paul. 9. And you can start at, matter of fact, let's start at 10. Through the Spirit.
Acts chapter 9 and verse number 10. And there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias.
This is a disciple, Ananias. Can you read it?
And to him said the Lord in a vision, Ananias. And he said, Behold, I am here, Lord. And the Lord said unto him, Arise, and go into the street which is called Straight, and inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul of Tarsus. For behold, he prayeth.
All right, can you read it?
And hath seen a vision, a man named Ananias coming in, and putting his hand on him, that he might receive his sight.
Now again, Paul wasn't known by face by everybody, but he had a heavy reputation. That's again why the Lord chose him to be that vessel, because he was already respected. He got taught by a man in the Sanhedrin, the top elder, and he was over different churches. They knew Paul. So when he repented, it was even stronger. But let's see how Ananias felt about Christ coming to him in this vision, saying, hey, you got to kind of look out for Saul. Read.
Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man.
Say, hold on, I heard about that dude. You talking about boy?
Boy from the block.
Right, Reed?
How much evil he hath done.
How much what?
How much evil he hath done.
They speaking about Paul this way. How much evil did he do? You know how much they say that about you? How much evil did this brother used to do? All the madness he was into. They say the same thing about you. They're like, hey, Dan, you know such and such reading the Bible and stuff now. Like, dang, you talking about, dang, man, like funny, this like, you were just smoking hella weed, though. Like, they just was copping some weed from you.
Yeah.
What you mean teaching the Bible now?
Right.
You might see an old plug while you teaching that cat.
See that?
He kind of looked like, hey, man. He kind of put his hands up like, what's going on?
Right.
You kind of, duck off behind, you kind of act like you're grabbing the water, duck off behind a cat. That's an old weed man though.
Damn.
Right? See an old Eve you dealt with, did God knows what with, kind of blocked her number. Now she had Kent. And the brother kind of like, come here, sis. And you just like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. And you just kind of walked off. Because you did all that evil, man. Like, we know Jay. Because we argue, right, Reed?
God, bring on. Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man how much evil he hath done to thy saints at Jerusalem. And here he hath authority from the chief priest to bind all that call in thy name.
He said, hold on, this same man, he said he got authority to bind everybody that call on you. Reed?
But the Lord said unto him, Go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me.
He is a what?
He is a chosen vessel unto me.
He is a chosen vessel unto me. That's what the Lord is saying about you. Well, I know all that. I know he did all that. But guess what? He chosen. He's a chosen vessel unto me. Give me Romans chapter 4. Give me Romans chapter 4. And start at verse 1. Bring this up.
Romans 4 and verse 1. What shall we say then? That Abraham our father, as pertaining to the flesh, have found.
Right.
For if Abraham were justified by works, he had whereof the glory, but not before Yahweh.
Right, so if Abraham was justified by his works, he could boast. Not the Lord, right, Rick?
For what said the scriptures?
Right, what said the scripture, Rick?
Abraham believed Yahweh.
Abraham what?
Abraham believed Yahweh, and it was counted to him for righteousness.
It was counted to him for righteousness. So the Lord, you believed in him, you believed this truth, and suddenly all your sins was wiped away. Suddenly the Lord didn't lay that on your charge. And now you a new man, now you a new creature. Give me that in Colossians 3 and 8. I believe that's what I want.
It's the book of Colossians chapter 3 and verse number 8.
Read it.
And it reads, But now ye also put off all these, anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth.
Right.
Lie not one to another.
It's all the things that we used to do, Rick.
Seeing that ye have put off the old man.
Ye have done what?
That ye have put off the old man.
All these brothers do?
That ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
With his what?
With his deeds. And have put on the new man.
Done what?
And have put on the new man.
Done what?
And have put on the new man.
Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Gotta give it applause to the new man. Gotta give it applause to the new man. All praise to the Most High. Death to the old man.
Right.
Death to the old man. Right? We gotta come back to this new man and stay in the same exact spirit. I love y'all, brothers. Shabbat Shalom. Let's have a mighty new moon. Kwam Yashalom.
Kwam Yashalom.
Kwam Yashalom.
Kwam Yashalom.
Kwam Yashalom.
Kwam Yashalom.
With ship! With what?
With ship.
With what?
With ship.
How did we get to America? On ships, right? So did everybody on the earth go into slavery on ships? Who went into slavery on ships, brother? That's right.
Crazy.
For yourself, know perfectly that the day of the Lord is coming as a thief in the night.
What?
As a thief in the night.
Thief in the night.
Right.
The Lord is gonna come as a thief in the night, man. Nobody knows when the Lord is gonna come back, man. Right. Nobody knows.
This is the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7 and verse 24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Right? The wisdom of the Lord, man, right? And the wisdom of life is more moving than any motion, man, right? And that's what the Lord has given us to speak to our people, man. Right? And that thing is gonna move you more than anything, man. Right? It's gonna move you more than damn weed. Right? It's gonna move you more than that damn Hennessy bottle. Right? It's gonna sit there and move you more than damn Keisha, Letitia, right? And all these damn heathenistic women, man. Right.
Oh, you're going crazy.